What's going on, one and all, and welcome back to One Way Bay. It's about high noon here on a nice rainy, melodramatic day in the city. I have to apologize. I actually had a couple pronunciation miscues that last episode. That name that I keep butchering, that I keep saying is Sayo Bahan. Apparently, it's an Irish, Gaelic. I think I might be screwing that up already, but it's a female name that is pronounced Siobhan, I believe. So I apologize because, that one completely baffled me. I don't know. Also, these walls that I'm going to show you that we started in the bay, these are pronounced Quays, I think, is what a comment said. I pronounce them Quays because I'm sticking to my guns. I don't know. I tend to read things quite phonetically. So if anyone got a little pissed off at me, I apologize. All right, so in between episodes, I know last episode was pretty short. We didn't really do too much, and it was kind of boring. It was probably one of the lower points of One Way Bay in terms of quality per episode. But, I went back and I did a lot, as you could probably see here. I just wish the rain would stop. But anyway, these walls, these Quays/Quays, these go now all the way around the bay. This was so annoying to do. I can't even explain it. Things like just getting this right, like connecting this up to here. Oh my God, it was super annoying. I had to use the terrain tools, get them to a point where the shoreline was here, and get it to. Oh, hey boat, what's up? Get it to a point where it looked good, and there's certain things like over here, kind of weird. It's not the worst thing that could have happened, but I mean it's a little strange. But you know what? Whatever. Actually, in this area, since I'm right here, if you'll remember, I don't know if you'll remember because this was a long time ago, but we had a path going up through here and down through here. Still here, but I had to tweak it. I actually had to take it. This is pretty much the same, but it now goes to here and it wraps around all the way over to this pleasant little fire that our gentlemen down at the fire station are ever so politely putting out for us. And also in the last episode, you'll notice that I had been kind of annoyed that these didn't go, they didn't meet up with this. I did figure out that you can basically place things on top of the quays. I'm just calling them quays. You can place them on top of the quays, but you can't place the quays down if things are already there. So, unfortunately, I had to move this Port Pleasure. I just placed it somewhere else. I had to put the quay down, and then I had to go ahead and put Port Pleasure back. But unfortunately, it's no longer flush up against the Posh Mall. So I actually had to go and I made if you'll remember, I have a custom parking lot that I made called the Triple Park, if I can find it. I think it's this one, actually. No, it's not. It's this one. Yeah, the Triple Park. I called it the Triple Park because it's 3 blocks back from the road. I don't really have a place to put this right now to show you. Fortunately, let's just go out to here. This is the Triple Park because you'll see it's 3 blocks. But then I went through and I made the Double Park. And where is it? It's right here. Yes, this is the Double Park. And you'll notice that I put that over here. I actually like that it butted up against the Posh Mall parking lot. So it kind of looks like one big parking lot with some trees and some benches. So that came out really nice. I like how that came out. And of course we have people using it. I did notice that this is technically a 2-lane road, and you can't change it. So I think we brought that up when we first built this port. But yeah, this is a 2-lane road. It's one of only 2 2-lane roads in One Way Bay. You'll be a little trivia for you guys. The other one is actually up here in the One Way Bay sign, because the sign needs a road, otherwise it complains and bitches, and I just didn't want to look at the notifications. So this is a 2-lane dirt road, obviously, but I mean, it's away from everything, so it doesn't really matter. So I guess technically oh my God, people are dying. yeah, we'll probably have to fix that. But yeah, technically this is the only time we've broken the rules, because people are actually interacting with this road. But not a big deal, because really there's nowhere for them to go. They have to go this way unless they come out of the port and decide they want to park here, in which case they will be going opposite. And maybe we should probably put some sort of like street sign up here to just warn everybody that this is a 2-lane road. And you should be prepared, because they obviously aren't prepared in One-Way Bay. What else did I do in between episodes? Yes, the seawall is now a thing. This actually wasn't as annoying as the Quays were. Although the one little gripe I have about these is that they just kind of end. And you can't, like, in a perfect world, I would sink this down into the earth to a point where it kind of, like, looks like it's coming out of the earth. Unfortunately, you can't. So we just have to deal with it. I had to kind of start it up on a hill, obviously, and then come down. I flattened the land, as you'll see. I actually forgot to take the smoothing tool and go through it and actually make it nice again. But yeah, this came out really nice over here. I had to redo this entire area in terms of that train track and this bike path, but for the most part, it looks good. And I actually deleted a bunch of trees as well, because they were just kind of going to be in water. So yeah, I think the dynamic of the river is pretty much the same. It's pretty much the same width. Maybe a little wider now, but I'm not sure about that. And then this, like I said, it just kind of ends right there. So, I don't know. It looks cool. The water is actually flowing onto it probably about halfway up it. But, maybe a little less than halfway up. But, yeah, this should probably never flood again. Fingers crossed. I debated doing it over here to, like, protect the boot that we have down here. But I figured, they're probably okay, right? And I don't know, if we decide that we want to go through and go ahead and put the walls up, we can. I just think it looked a little weird because it come out onto this high spot over here. And I don't know, just might look a little strange, but I think that pretty much... No, it doesn't do it. I actually went ahead and put this little resort thing in here. So yeah, we got kind of a boardwalk. I put a key up on here, and then, yeah, these actually plop right on it. So I think that kind of looked pretty cool. Someone has already parked their Jeep on there. So that's pretty much a picture-perfect thing for a fishing pier, to have a guy in a Jeep go and probably fish off of it. But yeah, we have a fishing pier and a restaurant pier. These are the second ones in the cities. The first ones are over here on Shul on the water. Yeah, we kind of have a death wave on our hands right now. Unfortunately, I'm still recapping. But yeah, I had promised to do some sort of boardwalk/beach area a few episodes ago, and I was just reminded to actually go through and do it. So thank you for reminding me. I'm very sorry I didn't get to it. But yeah, I had to put this road in here. This is a new road because the fishing piers were complaining that there was no road connection. So now there is, and it's kind of cool because it's kind of a spot where people can park on the street if they want to. And it also, I went ahead and I put some paths around it, so it looks like a big wide road. This kind of generated a property, you'll kind of see, which is actually a really cool property for a hotel. So I'm kind of happy that that came out that way. And then we kind of have some sort of like elevated pathway back here, just so people, if they want to go ahead and walk out onto the pier, they can, and kind of gaze over and see all the fish. And you know, when you're pretty much this close to the shoreline, you'll see a bunch of like stuff wash up on it, and pretty much just get stuck on the wall. And you know, you could be like, yeah, it's kind of gross, and why do I like coming to the ocean? And then you could, you know, loop around and be on your way. So that's pretty much that. So what are we doing in this episode? Well, we're about halfway through it, but we do have some... We used to have a lot more demand for commercial, but we should probably figure that out real quick. But before that, obviously, we have kind of a death wave going on here, so we're definitely going to have to put down some more cemeteries. And yes, cemeteries, because we want to go after that unlock. What was it again? It was the courthouse or something? It was one of these things. 7 cemeteries for the Grand Central Terminal, which I'm thinking we're probably going to end up putting over in the transportation district of Pleasure Town. Well, not district of Pleasure Town. The transportation zoning. I guess technically it's a district. Whatever. Not in a city skyline sense, but in a sense of this is the area in which there's a lot of public transportation. And actually probably the highest foot traffic area in the city. The only other competing thing would probably be the Mondo intersection. But even then, I mean, this gets a lot of foot traffic, but it's just, this is constant foot traffic. So even at like off-peak hours, you'll get tons of people over here. But all right, let's focus a little bit. And do we want to put a couple cemeteries down over here? I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe one back here, and then we can move this path around. I don't know. I don't think that will really help anything. I really don't want to put one in Earlland. Usually cemeteries are more in residential areas, so I kind of want to stick to that. I don't really think there's much room up here in the school zone, unless I like put it there and destroy all of those parks, but I don't really want to do that. Yeah, I think we just need to expand some. I mean, this could be a really cool spot, but I didn't want to build anything there because of that view that those people had. And this is pretty much taken up. I mean, I could put one in Old Bay, but I just think it's such a good district, and it's really highly populated. 13,000, almost 13,500 people. So I'm thinking we'll just probably place one, not in Hank Hill, maybe another one around the Pinwheel District, just because it's kind of that open area that, I mean, yeah, let's put one here. There's a couple dead people here, so we'll just go ahead and put a graveyard down. So instead of moving out, we'll just, build them into the plot. So there we go. We'll monitor that, and how many instances of graveyards do we have? I probably should know this by now, but I do not. So all right, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, yeah, unless I counted wrong, we officially have 7. So as soon as all of those fill up, we'll get our Grand Central Terminal, and then we'll be able to place down more crematoriums, I think is the word, right? I always forget. I don't know why I second guess myself sometimes. Now, actually, after that last episode of pronouncing, like, multiple things wrong, I'm gonna guess everything is wrong, but I don't know. Yeah, so we have some demand for commercial, and at this point, I think the only logical thing to do without expanding land is to add more hotels down here. So let's just keep lining the shoreline with commercial. And, I mean, unfortunately, people are going to have to move out. But it's not the worst thing. How is that house still here? The king residence shall forever live right there. I think. I don't know. It's just kind of glitched through. Can I? I can. I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna work, but we'll figure it out. I noticed this was a thing. I don't really know what this is doing here. I mean, I've seen this before, but I can't zone on it, and I can't delete it. It's just kind of there. So, I mean, there's nothing around it. I'll use my handy-dandy flashlight here, but yeah, there's really nothing here until you click on it, and there's, like, a bunch of zoning that's available, but, I mean, I don't know, we can't really do much with it. Actually, you know what? Should we go ahead and buy some of these, blocks? I think we should. This one for sure, and probably, like, this one, and that's as far that way as we can go. Okay, what is that light over there? Is that a train coming into town? What is that? Oh, that's a bridge. Huh. I didn't know the bridges got so freaking bright. Or do they? Oh yeah, these do. Okay, wow. Wow, that's pretty strange. You can see them all in the background there. Interesting. Yeah, so moving forward in this city, got a lot of requests to get that mining town up, and also a lot of requests for canals. So, I don't know. I just, it's such a weird city to do canals in because it's kind of flat all the way down here, but it's on the shore. And so any canals would have to go through a bunch of mountains, and I honestly don't know how the canal systems work in this game, but I mean, yeah, we could probably try to put something up here. This is going to be the mining area up here. And then we could maybe cut a canal through here out to, like, the ocean, which could be kind of cool. If I can buy that block. I think I can, too. Yeah, I can buy this block. This block's pretty much useless for us, but I'll probably end up buying it. You'll notice that at the end of last episode, we had about $600,000 in the bank. This episode, we have only 300. So, yeah, I actually spent a lot of money in between episodes. Terraforming this, that really wasn't that bad. But then all of the nitpicky little terraforming I had to do around here, oh man, did that take up time, effort, and funds. But yeah, I also went ahead and did a little bit of a test cut down here. So yeah, the international airport that we're going to have, I've decided that it's going to probably end up looking like, now we can't afford it, but it's going to end up going like this probably down here. Yeah, and I think the road's already attached to it. You can see at the bottom of it, those little points there that are just now touching the road. So yeah, I think that's going to be how that goes, and it's going to go here-ish. And so we're going to have to zone all of that. And I'm hoping that the planes don't have such a hard time coming in over that highway, but I think they should be cleared. They don't really seem to have a hard time coming in over this highway, although this is higher than the highway is. This highway is going to be higher than the landing strip, as you can see by this little bit of a cliff that we've created now. So if I just go up to the highway, yeah, you can kind of see. Actually, it's not that bad. I thought it was a lot worse. I guess I didn't terraform up to it. But yeah, so yeah, I guess I should probably get to wrapping this one up. I mean, we honestly didn't do much in this episode in terms of building. We did a little bit of zoning. There was a lot of explaining because there was a lot of stuff off camera that I did to kind of make up for not doing too much last episode and in between episodes. So I'm trying to keep this city moving along. We are pretty much on pace. I mean, I don't know. I honestly don't know when this is going to end. So yeah, I promise for next episode, we're going to go ahead. You know what? Right now, I'm going to go ahead and zone for the mining town. I just need to get a good general idea of what is going on here. So yeah, it's pretty much just all of this in here. So guys, this is your mission in the comments for this video. What should we name our mining town? We'll go ahead and get that rolling. I'll get that rolling in between episodes, and we'll come back and kind of take a look at it. But right now, it's called Chester Square. That's definitely not a good mining town name. So guys, let me know in the comments what we should name it, and we'll go ahead and discuss that in the next episode. But yeah, guys, until then, thanks for watching. Thanks for liking and disliking if you dislike this video. Any encouragement or feedback is greatly appreciated. So yeah, guys, I'm looking forward to next episode. We're hopefully going to defeat this death wave and get some mining town set up. But until then, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you right back here in One Way Bay. Stay tuned.